Welcome back to another honest review. We will talk about Grand Theft Auto Vice City Remastered today, and the main thing we will discuss is Grand Theft Auto worth your time? We're gonna have a few talking points and a few things we will mention, and that will push the game more towards being worth it or not. The first thing will be the graphics. This is a remastered game, which means that the core of the graphics are the same, but basically enhanced. The game does look good, and if you were to see it for the first time, you would never think that it was a game that came out 20 years ago. So that is a plus. I personally enjoy the graphics because I played this game a long time ago when I was a kid, and it was really a nice stroll through memory lane. The story of the game was quite good. You're playing as Tommy Vercetti, a man that just came to Vice City and is looking to make some money. After having a cocaine deal go bad, he has to work hard in order to get the money that was lost on that busted deal, and he meets a lot of interesting people along this way. The story was much deeper than I first imagined it, and I honestly had fun while completing it, and I wanted to find out further about it after each mission I completed. So that was pretty cool. Also keep in mind, the missions are not easy. I failed them many times and I had to repeat them, which seemed to be boring at first, but it's really rewarding when you finish a mission that was hard for you at first. The gameplay mechanics of the game are quite simple. The thing that is most important, obviously, is the shooting. Shooting is done pretty well, considering the age of the game, but it is not as fun as it is in Grand Theft Auto 5, of course. You have a few weapons that you can auto-aim, and those are the guns, the MP4s, and the Uzis. And the other guns require you to use your mouse or your controller for aiming, which is pretty hard to do on a controller, but still manageable. And as you already know, the name of the game is Grand Theft Auto, so that means you could definitely drive cars, motorcycles, boats, helicopters, and each of them are really fun to do in their own way. Each car performs differently, and it's fun to figure out which of the cars suits you best. They haven't utilized helicopters too much in the game and in the main story, but you can still find them and use them while free roaming. Tommy can't swim, so going to the sea often is not as common, but you can still have a lot of fun while driving the boats. The game does have some visual bugs, but for me personally, they weren't a deal breaker, and you could still enjoy the game through them. So as a conclusion, if you've never played this game before, play it right away. There is a reason it's considered a classic, and many people grew up while playing GTA games, including myself. And if you're a returning player looking to see if the game will be still fun for you, it will. It's still the same game as it was before, just made to look better. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I would definitely recommend you giving the time to play it. I know that it's rated badly, but the main thing that the people had problems with are the visual bugs and some glitches, which are honestly not that big of a deal. People have gotten used to the games like Red Dead Redemption, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and many other games that are much newer and that are made to perfection because the time and the technology allowed that to happen. This game is 20 years old, and even though it's a remaster, it's not a big deal that it can get buggy sometimes, so definitely go for it. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.